welcome to another weight loss shopping haul. So yeah, not walking around a supermarket, been into Aldi, done my shop, brought it all home, laid it all out, and I'll go through it with you now. Don't worry, if you like it when I go around supermarkets, it's not the end of me doing those. I've just been doing this format. Well, I've done it once before, it went down quite well, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it again. But yeah, me walking around a supermarket looking at bits and pieces and doing my shopping, don't worry, they will be back at some point. Right, shall we go through what I've got? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick the camera up, I'll flip it round, I'll give you a little scan, and then I have took a picture of it, which I will put in a bottom corner, or I'll put it somewhere on the video, so you can kind of always see what I've got to refer back to. I don't know if that'll make it any better, I have no idea. Anyway, right, let's have a scan through of the actual haul itself. Right, so we go, this is everything. I've kind of done like veggie salad stuff here, and then moving into like proteiny bits, and then I suppose carby bits, and then miscellaneous, as it were. So this is the haul. And like I say, somewhere knocking about, I'll put a picture on so you can kind of refer back to that. Right, let's go through. Now, last time I did one of these, I did Frozens first because they need to get in the freezer, and I probably bought one of these last time because pretty much every time I go into Aldi I seem to buy one of these, which is the number one low-calorie ice cream you can buy. It has now wedged itself as my favourite out of all low-calorie ice creams. For cost, for taste, for calories, 304, absolutely banging. This is rather soft. It's a soft serve anyway, so you can whack this straight out your freezer and whack it into a bowl. But yeah, it's been off and that. Excuse me. Dogs are at it. To be fair, I decided to do this haul, and then I've just looked across the road. They're building houses across the road from me at some point in time. And there's a guy just gone on there with a digger digging something up. So the dogs are a bit, what's going on? So if the dogs bark through this haul, please forgive me. Anyway, ice cream. I've got something else frozen, but that's not going in the freezer, and I'll tell you why shortly. Let me just go whack this in the freezer, and I'll be back. And I'm back. So what's the second frozen thing that I bought? Brand new in Aldi. Peri Peri char grilled breast fillet. So basically a Nandos dupe, which Aldi has done before, but these are in the freezer. Why are these not going in the freezer? Because I'm going to have them for my lunch. I'm going to review them. So they'll be on this week's worth of calories. And I'll also do a little plate up my weight loss lunch with me today as well. So you'll be able to see what those are like. But yeah, look at these. Are they any good? I have no idea. I do like things in the freezer. Why? They're cheaper, no waste. So anyway, I'll let you know on the next worth of calories if these are worth buying or not. Right, should we go through the old veggies? Let's look at what we bought. Well, the weather apparently this week is still meant to be pretty decent. So I'm wanting to crack the barbecue up a little bit. So I'm thinking quite a few salady sort of things. So I have bought, I just love these. I know they're not the most cost-effective thing in the world, but these Caesar salad kits from Aldi, they're 143 calories for half the kit. That's half the lettuce. You've got the parmesan, you've got the croutons, you've got the sauce. It's nice and controlled. They just make a great base for, yeah, any sort of salad dish. I add some onion in there. I'll also add some cucumber in there to bulk it out a little bit. I might add some sliced peppers. Talking of peppers, yeah, I have bought some peppers as well. And talking of cucumber, is that not the biggest cucumber you have ever? It's absolutely ginormous from Aldi. Anyway, yeah, a couple of salads will definitely be going down this week for tea. So that's me Caesar salad kits. And yeah, I've got onion in the fridge, so I didn't need any of that stuff. Standard salad in it, cucumber, peppers, bit of onion, very, very nice, very, very nice. I also bought another bag of lettuce. This is for tomorrow's, well, no, I'm filming it tomorrow. It will be out on, not Wednesday, a week on Wednesday. I am doing a chicken and bacon Caesar pasta salad. Right, so yes, Caesar salad, all the rage. I am going to make my own. So I'm going to make my own sauce, higher protein sauce. It's going to be a great higher protein dish. And it'll be perfect for like taking to work, It's cold this, so you can just box it up the night before, take it to work. You can meal prep, make a couple of portions in one hit. Again, I know it's not the most cost-effective way to buy lettuce, but I don't mind spending a bit extra for a bit of convenience. Trust me, if I was making food for 6, 7, 8 people, I'd buy the lettuce and chop it up myself. But there's only me and Rach, so I don't mind a bit of convenience. Standard, the goat of veggies. Tender stem broccoli. There's always at least 2 packets of that in my trolley. The number one, low calorie, high volume, I was going to say vegetable. They're not a vegetable, they're a fungi, just like me. But yeah, for low calorie, high volume, this is a 400 gram tub of shrooms. Obviously, if you add oil and stuff like that, it's going to bump the calories up a little bit. But in this entire tub, there's like 25, 30 calories. Anyway, I've got my mum coming around for tea tomorrow night, and I'm going to be doing some sort of kind of breakfast at tea time. So that's why I've got the mushrooms. To go alongside salads, barbecues this week, the best potatoes in the world, Jersey Royals. I don't know if these are new in Aldi or what, but I've just seen them. But they're just one of the best spuds you can get. Potatoes with the skin on, the most satiating food we can eat. Yes, as we look at the satiety index, basically how full we get from food. Potatoes are number one. They are at the top. So I love me spuds. So I've got a bag of them. I'm putting everything to this side so I know what I've gone through. And then I've treated myself because these red rubies, yes, I do eat a lot of frozen fruit. I've actually got a lot of frozen fruit in the freezer, so I didn't need to buy any today. But these red ruby strawberries, you can smell them through the packet. They are absolutely top tier. Right. Let's get into some protein. Yes, we are having a few barbecues. Have I mentioned that? Yes, you have, Neil. A little treat for me and Rach. Some fillet steak. In terms of steak, it's about as lean as you're going to get. I wouldn't class this as a totally lean protein, but it's not bad. £7.50 each though for those. It ain't cheap, so it is a little treat. But anyway, they'll be going on the barbie one night this week. Alongside, not on the same night, just got some burgers. I love these 5% burgers. Someone actually tagged me saying you'd be better off getting the Aberdeen Angus frozen burgers because there's no additives in them. I'm like, look, in all honesty, I had a look at those. They have triple the saturated fat that these have. They have over 1/3 more calories. And the additives in these are some flavourings, some seasonings, right? And 5% fat meat needs seasoning because the less fat, the less flavour. And I was literally like, I'd rather have 1/3 less calories. I'd rather have 1/3 less saturated fat and a few seasonings in my burgers. Each to their own, that's just my own personal preference. But when you're on a weight loss journey, calories are always going to be king. Bacon medallions, again, generally whenever I go shopping, these two proteins are in my trolley. Bacon medallions and then some mini chicken breast fillets. I think with them actually, I'm going to do pizza enchiladas. And I'll tell you why I'm going to do pizza enchiladas. These are back in Aldi. They had disappeared for a little bit, but they are back, the high protein wraps. Forget the fact that these have got high protein on them. They taste amazing. I just absolutely love the flavour of them over a standard wrap. They have a bit more of a nuttier flavour, and I like the texture of them as well. A lot of people do complain that these do stick together, and you would be right, but they stick together if you get a pack that has been absolutely flat packed, and if they are warm. Try and keep them as cool as possible. Try to have a look through and not get a pack that is flat packed and you'll be all right. This is a pack that hasn't been flat packed and I should be all right. And then when you're peeling them apart, slowly, do it really, really gently. But I'm going to do my pizza enchiladas this week because I had some pizzas at the weekend. My mates around over the weekend. I did some pizzas in the Ninja. So I've got half a tin of pizza sauce left. I've got some mozzarella left. So pizza enchiladas. If you want that recipe, check out my race. It's on me YouTube somewhere, and they are sensational if I do say so myself. I bought some tempura chicken tenders. That's going to be tea tonight. I actually really like these. They're not the leanest form of chicken by any means, but it's a little bit of compromise sometimes. I just love the flavour of them. They're not too bad in terms of protein to calories. They're certainly nowhere near as good as having plain chicken breast. But tonight's tea is going to be a Caesar salad. We're going to put some extra onion in there, some extra cucumber in there, and we're going to have some tempura chicken tenders chopped up and some sweet potato fries chopped up on top. A little bit of sauce over the top. Absolutely delicious and pretty damn calorie controlled. Something else that's back. The high protein wraps are back. So are the high protein crumpets. I absolutely love these. Again, forget the word protein. I just like the texture and the flavour of them. I think they've just got a bit more oomph than a standard protein. These are basically like 4 standard proteins. That's the size of them. They are giant crumpets. 342 calories for both, which is similar to, well, it's actually a bit less calories. 4 normal crumpets, it'd be about 360 to 400. So these are a little bit less. The protein in 4 normal crumpets, please correct me if I'm wrong. This is just from memory. In fact, let me have a look so I'm not wrong. Let me have a look. Right, I was going to say between 9 and 10 grams of protein. So 4 normal crumpets would be about 380 calories for 10 grams of protein. For pretty much the same size and same weight, you're getting less calories and you're getting 22 grams of protein. It's an option if you love having a crumpet. I'm not saying you should eat these as your number 1 protein source, but if you enjoy a crumpet, then, you know, you're better off having one of these. It's going to be more filling. For me personally, I think they've got more flavour. They're certainly going to be more filling, and they're just an option. What else have we got? We've got some protein Greek yogurt. Again, I'm always authentic Greek yogurt. You've got to be very careful with Greek style. There's no rules around Greek style, so manufacturers can add lots of like extra sugar to it, which will bring, you know, if there's more of one macronutrient, sugar, carbs, there's going to be less of another. In this case, it will be protein, but this stuff is made exactly the same as authentic Greek yogurt. It's cheaper, and you do get a bit more volume, so it is a good option. I had one of these last week, the layered white choc raspberry protein pudding. Check out Friday's that's just gone. Episode 37, I think it is, of Worth the Calories, if you want to see my review of them. I'll let you into a little secret. I rather enjoyed it, so go and have a look. When I got that one, they didn't have this one, which is the chocolate and caramel flavour, which I'm hoping is going to be a bit like a Rolo pudding. I've heard mixed reviews about this one. Very positive reviews of this one. Anyway, I've got that one. That will be on this week's Worth the Calories. And I've got another one for Rachel to try. So this, I think it's new. Squeezy peanut butter. It is no different in calories than normal peanut butter, but with it being squeezy, a lot easier for portion control. Now, what I normally do is I melt my peanut butter and then drizzle it over like if my porridge or if I'm having a yogurt bowl. No need to melty with that one because it's a squeezy one. So you can just put your bowl on your scales, open it up and just drizzle a bit over. Peanut butter is calorific. Yes, it is a good source of healthy fats. Yes, it does have some protein in it, but it is calorific. A tablespoon, 15 grams, 95 calories. So you've got to be portion controlled with it, and being squeezy is going to make that a lot easier. Last thing I bought, pack of water for the old hydration. That's it. That's my haul. Lots of veggies, lots of salad stuff, a good bit of protein. How much was it all? That is the question. Let me find my receipt. The receipt is here, and it wasn't cheap. Mainly, really, them 2 fillet steaks, 15 quid for 2 steaks. I've bought quite a bit of protein to that scene. Protein is not the cheapest. Anyway, in total, for all that, which will do me and Rach pretty much all week. We'll have steaks one night, pizza enchiladas one night. We're going to have the 5% fat burgers one night on the barbecue, probably with that other salad. We've got the tempura chicken for one night. Got my yogurt, that'll do me for the week. Couple of protein pancakes, loads of veggies. Yeah, that'll pretty much... Yeah, we shouldn't really need much else this week. Probably have to go shopping again Friday. And that has cost a grand total of £58.81. There we go. That is this week's shopping haul. Let me know in the comments what you think. Any products that you are looking forward to trying. If there's anything new that I've grabbed here, or have I given you any ideas? Oh, I never thought about having them. Tempura, like these, 285 calories for half a packet, right? One of these, 143 calories. So half of that and half of that, you're at just over 400 calories. Bulk it out with a bit more, like say, cucumber onion. You're going to get a really tasty sort of salad, decent volume for about 500 calories. Anyway, there we go. I've waffled on enough. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Anything you're looking forward to trying that you might have not tried? Have I given you any ideas there? Or if you are literally like, no, Neil, that was the worst shopping haul I've ever seen. What a load of rubbish. You can let me know. I don't mind. I won't take it personal. Anyway, until next time, make sure you are bossing your weight loss.